Provo Beast here doing another install today. Today we're doing front door speakers on this 2012 Honda Civic. What we were going to be doing here is removing this door panel, replacing the factory 6.5 up front, giving it a test. We'll show you how to wire this up and reinstall the door panel. Alright, so what I've done is I've removed this face little plate there, and then behind it was this little Phillips screw which I've pulled out. Now using a panel tool, which kind of looks like one of these, or a screwdriver, you can go ahead and pop this up. It's only held on with clips. Unhooks on the other end here. Remove these harnesses and you're going to see a Phillips screw right there. Go ahead and remove that. Now the rest of the door panel will be held on with clips. Alright, so I removed that screw there. And then what I've done is just gone around the edge and just popped it free from the door panel. Just give it a nice little tug. Once you do so, you're going to unhook it around the top. Just work it off the top lip and the panel should come free. Alright, so that exposes our speaker as we got this door panel off. Now, as I mentioned, you can remove this, so it does move a little bit more freely when you get the door panel off, but it's not absolutely necessary. Going here to the speaker, we're going to go ahead and remove this little screw there and then lift the speaker out of its bracket.
Speaker's been good.
Alright, so I undid that screw there, and then these two, they're clips that just sit down inside, so you'll lift the speaker out, undo the harness, and we're good to go. So what we'll do is just trim back this harness cover a little bit, exposing the wires, just so we can wire in our new speaker. Now, the speaker we've chosen for this location would be Alpine Type S. Okay. So after removing that speaker, this bracket came with our Alpine, so we went ahead and used 3 self-tappers to really mount that bracket, because our Alpine speaker will mount to these 4 locations. What we've done also is cut off the speaker harness, the factory one, and wired in. The positive is this red, and then the negative is this violet, and then this end will plug into our speaker. At this point, we're going to plug our speaker in, and we'll use the hardware that came with the speaker to mount the new speaker in this location and go ahead and begin putting the door panel back together. All right, there we go. So we got our harness hooked up to the speaker that we wired in, and then we mounted our speaker onto the bracket. You may not have a bracket, it's not necessarily needed. If you didn't have a bracket, typically just use self-tapper screws and mount the speaker right to the inner door panel. At this point, the speaker's in, everything works great. We're going to go ahead and reassemble the door panel in reverse order as we pulled it apart, and go ahead and do a final test. All right, we reassembled everything as in reverse order as we've taken it apart. Good to go. We did a little test. It sounded great. It's a great factory replacement speaker. If you have any questions about this install, just go ahead and post a comment below. Be sure to subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next video.